Tua sets up to pass it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he goes out right around the 39. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. A good pickup there at 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chargers make over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He'll find Williams on the slant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. They take take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand. And
on Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. On a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now it's Herbert. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Lost it upward as the first half is winding down. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this sicker shot. The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They snap it to Herbert. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer from 6 yards away. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his pass incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Charger drive about to get going. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
On first down, it's Herbert. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. A good pickup there at 22. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Open man downfield. It's Palmer. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Herbert back to the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now then, after the sack, will be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Tua. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Tua now on first down. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Tua going to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons, the kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the fogs. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, all the titles you need to grow. I've been lost your mind, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory. You'll always want more. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
Your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking depressed, feel to get up in your chest. While I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fade. Try to get it out, but you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a mission. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. It is not a game, it is not a game. Banging on your chip when I come through the paint. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
Yeah. It's met.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? A fairly short kick from the 14. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his second season as a Lion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. First carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. The numbers for Williams are 14 carries, 59 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And
team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Packers. Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense set to take over. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. On first down, it's gone. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because...
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his fourth touchdown of the year. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On play action, Rodgers. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense, kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff, you got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Goff on first down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. After the sack on first down, Goff. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time.
First down, Green Bay.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what's...
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he returns this to the 22. Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome. Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown leading out this offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
He's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half.
Crosby connects on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this 1st half.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And it's hard to imagine that the 1st half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tip the balance in their favor?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot. 15 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Pulls it in at the 13. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Fielded just inside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Allen Lazard and the rest of the Packers back out for another drive.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
And he's looked really, really sharp. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
Working from the gun, Rodgers flushed out right.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Packers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down, Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch in. Back now at Ford Field. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's third and goal. Here's Goff. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out.
He's got a man complete. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Crosby connects on the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Lions 17. Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So out now come the Lions.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Packer pressure, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Goff on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Going deep for Diggs. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Goff. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And Bart, he rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packer offense now ready to get back on the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Brown. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 36. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. Rodgers looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Rodgers again now. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
Rodgers throwing here. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.
It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show.